your story tells it, you may call it a setback. That's just because you don't know what good it's going to do for you down the road. And you did that. And I realized that could be a dark story, but it had a positive influence on your career, didn't it?
Yeah, and it's had a positive influence on other people. I'll give you a story. When I'm treated every 3 weeks at the University of Colorado hospitals for the tumors that I have in my lungs. And when I first started, I've been doing this for 2.5 years now. When I first started in the infusion unit, there was a nurse there, and she was already a nurse. She's about 25 years old, but she was learning how things were done on the unit. And about 8 months later, she was taking care of me by herself. And she came in and she said, Terry, I've got this story I want to tell you, but I'm a little uncomfortable telling it to you. And I honestly, Glenn, I didn't know how to respond to that.
It was like, wait a minute.
Like, yeah, it was like, I hope you find up the courage to tell me. It sounds like I would enjoy the story. So she's in and out for the next couple hours doing her thing. And finally she comes in and she sits down on the bed. She said, all right, here's the story. She said, when I first met you, I was going to get out of nursing. I had a good friend of mine that had died. I was in a really dark place. I was going to get out of nursing. I talked to my parents and I was going to go to work for Amazon. And she said, then I met you. And I see all the struggles. I see the difficulty that you experience with your treatments every day. And I went back in the files and I read your story over these last 10, almost 11 years now. And she said, after doing that, I knew I was exactly where I was supposed to be. Now, if she would have never told me that story, I would have had no idea that my life had a positive impact on her. So I always tell people, you have no idea, regardless of the struggles that you're experiencing in your life, you have no idea how people are looking at you and saying, gee, I would give everything I have just to walk 5 minutes in your shoes. So regardless of how, oh my gosh, I'm not productive, I'm not doing anything with my life, it's other people are looking at you and seeing just how incredibly amazing you really are. So you have no idea how many people's lives you're impacting, that you have no idea who those people are.